Hi, welcome to Pilates Body Workout. We are going to explore some valuable, actually invaluable movements with a simple chair. I want you to begin sitting toward the front edge with your feet about hip width apart. And you want to feel that you're toward the front edge but not on the precipice, arms reaching forward. Lean your body forward just enough that you can transfer your weight, stand up, push the hips forward, reach up through the crown of your head, and then slowly shift your seat back. Make sure you're not going to miss the chair, and sit. Repeat. Lean forward as little as possible to stand. Tall, pause. Shift the hips back. Don't miss the chair, and sit. We're going to do this several times. And if this is feeling challenging, then please stick with this. It will only feel challenging if you move slowly with control. If you'd like an additional challenge, as you lean back, only let the fabric of your pants touch the chair and then try to stand. So you won't fully sit down. Check out your knees. Have them point always right over the center of your feet. Chest is lifted. Two more. Last time. Good work. Okay, sit back down into the chair fully. Reach the right leg out in front of you so the heel is down and the leg is straight. Arms are reaching forward. And see if you can perform the same movement but on one leg. So we'll still shift forward to stand. That was quite a shift. And then slide the hips back. Don't miss the chair to sit back down. Eyes are lifted. Push into the left foot and the right heel to stand. Pitch the hips back. You might need to slide your heel along the floor as you sit. It'll become really obvious when we go to the second side which leg is the stronger leg. 4 more. So you'll know what work you have to do in terms of strengthening that less gifted side. It's 3. There is weight in my right heel. 2. Last one on this side. Sit back down, slow. Switch. Right knee bends, left heel extends, hard flex. Find your footing. Shift to stand and shift to sit. One side is always a little dicey. Try to have some fun with it. Don't get frustrated. If you're finding it challenging, that's why we're doing it. We're going to build your strength so that this becomes second nature. 4 more movements. If the arms are tired, you can stack them, bringing them a little closer to the center of your body. 3. Last 2 movements. Time. Sit down. Yay. Stand up. Shake it out a little bit and turn to face your chair. Place your right foot on top so that when you're standing and facing the chair, your bent front leg is at a right angle and your left leg is right underneath your body. Stack the arms, but put the other arm on top. Square your hips. Take a breath in. Breathe out and just try to establish balance. What is our work here? Our work here is to turn to the right foot and rise up onto the left toes. With control, lower the left heel, shift the weight back. I'm stepping into my right foot, bearing weight in the right foot to rise onto the left, lowering heel and shifting. So it really is a big exercise of balance because we're transferring the weight between the right foot forward and the left leg back. One more time like this. On the next one, we're going to stay inclined forward toward the right leg, rise up onto the left toes, and just lower and lift, lower and lift. If this is really tough, grab the front of the chair and continue to do the work with the left leg. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted up on your toes. If your hands are down, try to find your balance. If your arms are up, reach them overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. Lower the heel, lower the arms. Bring your hands onto your hips. Now all of my weight is in my left foot, my standing leg. Pull the sides of your waist in towards the center of your body and lift up the right leg. Lower. Lower. And I actually like having my hands here in the front of my body because it helps me feel that I'm pulling my guts back in towards my spine. If that's not useful for you, bring them into the stacked position. It's 3, 2, 1. Try to hold the leg lifted. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step back into the right foot. Bring your hands onto the chair and wiggle your left leg back so that it's a challenge to get the left heel to the floor. And we're moving more into a stretch for your left calf. Look at your left toes. Try to lift them up. Good, and we'll switch sides. Stand facing the chair, left foot on top this time. And we'll bring the hands onto the hips for a moment. Make sure the right leg is underneath you. Shift your weight, rise right, lower, shift back. I want you to start to feel as though when you shift forward into your left foot and you rise onto the right toes here, that you could stand up into the left leg. Hint, hint. So we want to start to feel as though when we lift up the right heel, the right foot is getting light. Okay, watch for this. We don't actually want to tip the body forward. Still balancing a glass of water on the top of the head. A few more. Last 2. 1 more. Rise and stay there. Pause. If you need to hold the chair, go ahead. Lower the right heel and lift. Lower and lift. Stack the arms and stay upright if you can. Don't look down. Chin level with the floor. It's 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. Rise up onto the toes and stay up there. Push down into the left foot. Maybe arms up overhead. Push down with the left foot stronger, as though you're trying to break the chair by pushing down with that left foot. It's 3, 2, lower. Hands to the hips. Now it's the left leg, lifting and lowering. Yeah. And so I've got quite a pace going here, a tempo, but you can take it slower if you need to kind of go at a different rate. 4 more movements. Remember, sides of the waist pulling in. Last 2. 1 more time, lifting. Keep the leg lifted. It's 3. It's 2. It's 1. Step it down. Hands on the front of the chair. Wiggle the back leg back until it's challenging to get the right heel down. Don't tip your chair over. And work on straightening the back leg and bending the front knee. Feeling our calf. It's 2. It's 1. Step down off of the chair. All right, we're going to spin it around so that the back of the chair is toward you. Hands are on top Establish a lunge where the front knee is bent and the back leg is straight. So we want a long enough lunge that the right knee is on top of the ankle, lifting the body up perpendicular to the floor. And what happens here is the muscles in the front of the hip get tight and they pull our hips back in this direction. So we want to think of pulling our hips forward, drawing our abdominals in, and trying to find some balance here. This is going to help you for later segments where we do a lot of shifting of weight this way, when you feel a little bit more open and settled in a standing lifted lunge. Okay, let's switch. Left foot steps to right, right foot steps back, left knee over ankle. Pull your hips under you, tall spine, hips pulling under, waist pulling back. Shoulders easy. Hug your inner thighs toward each other. Breathe. Good work. Bring the feet right together, turning sideways to your chair, hand just barely on top, just fingers, feet together. Take the leg furthest from the chair out to the side. Find the balance, try to lift it up on its own sideways. Hand on your hip, lower and lift. And over time, as you do this horizontal lift, you might need the chair less and less. Watch that your spine isn't curving, still staying really stacked and lifted. It's 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg lifted. Try to find your balance. Good. Bring the foot down. Toggle on the standing leg to face the chair, hands on. All of the weight is in the standing right leg. Left leg is reaching back, and then just taking it into the air and lowering. But the shape of your hips isn't changing, so we're not arching through the lower back. We're not leaning the body forward. We're just trying to lift the leg and lower, as though there was a wall right here in front of us, and we just can't move our body. No bending your knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Swing the chair around, we'll do the other side. So we spend so much of our daily lives standing. Take the opposite leg out, begin to lift and lower. We want to make sure that we feel strong and resilient when we stand on our 2 feet. And that the muscle groups of the hips are strong to support us in this position. Okay, as you lift and lower, no leaning, no shifting forward or back, like you're between 2 narrow walls, keeping your alignment. 4, 3, it's good. 2. Hold the leg out on your own, hands to the hips, find that balance. Turn to face your chair. You can bring the leg down, spin on the supporting leg, lift up your body. So if I was taking a video of you from here up, I should never know that you've extended one leg back. Then lift and lower. It's really small. Taking it an inch up, then an inch down. I've turned my leg out, but you're welcome to stay more parallel. We're just really trying to find that movement of the leg without anything else changing. It's 4, 3, 2. Good. Bring the feet together. Step away from the chair. Step away from the chair. Bend the knees. Take your right foot across your left thigh and start to sit down into an outer hip stretch. Not working for you? I have a suggestion. You can stay there or sit in the chair toward the front edge. Pick up the foot manually. Place it across the thigh. Hard flex. And just find it here. So one option. Second option. If this is the option you've selected, you can start to work toward your balance, releasing your arms into a stacked position. And we'll switch. Step onto the right, take the left foot across, sit down. Certainly sit down onto your chair, as I showed earlier, if you need. Really important not to let this foot just do whatever. We need the ankle to be strong to protect the knee, and then opening through both hips. Maybe stack the arms. Good, release. Stand tall, shake it out. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed how you can use something we usually use for a sedentary life for a little bit of a workout. We'll see you soon.